It's a time of year when all of life's worries can be set aside and placed in the column of, "It can wait," for however brief a moment it may be. It's a spectacle that's taken place across this great land for generations. It's a time for family, a time for friends, and a time for honoring tradition. It's deer season.
If we came up here just for hunting deer, we wouldn't come here. I mean, it's about having good friends and family and having a good time and releasing that stress from your everyday life. Well, that's my father. One of his best buddies is a Model 12 Winchester shotgun that I believe he bought in 1929. Darker hair back then.
About an inch low, half inch left. Make that adjustment and then send another one down the pipe.
For those fortunate enough to share a passion in life with family, opening day has many traditions. Becoming part of those traditions is a rite of passage. In western Pennsylvania, the legacy of deer season is ripe with rituals. For many, the sights, the sounds, and the smells are the same. Season after season, new memories are made in the same old camps. You see, deer season is more about the time spent out of the stand than in it. It steps back in time and awakens that 12-year-old in you that didn't sleep a wink all those years ago.
It's doing what it's supposed to do, that's for sure.
I mean, that is 3 cutting the hole right there.
You can cover with a quarter. Even these ones right here, look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're dead on too. That's 2 in the same hole right in the lungs.
Yeah. Where are you headed in the morning, do you know? I'm going back to Old Faithful. The old standby.
She's been good for you.
Been a lot of deer killed out of there over the years.
I'm gonna take Kylie and head back to that meadow.
Is she gonna go with you the first day?
Yeah, she's gonna go. This is the first time. She's not gonna shoot yet, but she's gonna go with me. Maybe she'll bring me some luck. I'll have to leave a little early when you got the little one with you.
Yeah, that adds a whole dimension.
This is her first time going.
I remember you were 8, you went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Ryder will be ready here soon.
He will be.
He's been dogging me like crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be the first time she'll be in the blind with me, so I'm hoping I can get something down.
The anticipation that accompanies opening day can only be truly understood by those who have experienced it. The many hours spent readying stands and sighting in rifles is sure to help. But for most, it's the time spent with others that matters most. It's an echo from our past, when life was slower and perhaps a bit simpler.
1990. 7-point.
I'm 7 years old.
That's a giant. Shot behind the house. Floated across the river.
As family traditions are passed down from generation to generation, the little moments surrounding deer season are the ones we remember. Winchester Life is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Winchester Repeating Arms. Winchester Safes. Birchwood Casey. Walkers. Folds of Honor. Shoot United. Make the shooting sports part of your life. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Birchwood Casey. Hours before sunrise, deer camps throughout the Midwest awake with anticipation on opening morning. Although some hunters arise with a little less gumption than others after an evening of celebrating, the opportunity to claim the camp's biggest buck always seems to pull them out of their warm beds and into the frigid darkness with hope. While countless hunters enjoy their opening day in the woods, many businesses stand at the ready. Deer season ranks as one of the most important dates of the year.
Run a fish business, if it wasn't for deer season, we'd pretty much be laid off or not. It brings in a couple extra months worth of work every year, making sausage processing for guys. You know, it's kind of a national holiday. Everybody looks forward to deer season. We all grew up looking towards it. Third day is usually the biggest day. We'll get anywhere from 30 to 40 deer a day, and it'll pick up as the season goes on. We are originally a tourist town. If it wasn't for deer season, they said most of the town's pretty much shut down right now. Everybody's either at camp, but if it wasn't for people traveling from here to the UP, there'd be nothing going on. It's not always a thrill of the hunt and the chase, just the people. More good times than anything. It's not necessarily about getting one, it's just being out there doing it.
We got him, Guy.
Went straight down, Dad.
He did. We got him. We got him. Yes. Good job. Good job. There you go, Guy.
Let's go get him, Dad.
Somewhere between squeezing the trigger and the smile on a little one's face lies the true meaning of deer season. Making memories that last a lifetime with family and friends is the very fabric of what deer season is, has been, and hopefully always will be.
What do you think, sweetie? Big?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many points does he have? Let's count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 points. Oh, how about that? That's a good one, huh? Big buck. Now you gotta help me carry him out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna carry him or am I gonna carry him?
Me.
You are? Hey, I like that.
It can be said that deer season is one of the great spectacles in this country. Families come out in the masses to share in each other's success.
My name's Dale Pugh. I run the buck bowl. I've been doing this for 24 years. 8 points. Year number 61. Year 61. 149 pounds. It's a tradition in town. We've been doing this in our town forever.
Pictures are taken, handshakes are given, and stories are told, albeit often stretched. There's a sense of togetherness and belonging that accompanies any given deer season, and it's that sense of community that bonds us all.
Everybody comes down and gets together and enjoys themselves and talks about who misses a deer and who got a deer, and everybody enjoys deer season.
At one point in time for all of us, deer season might as well have been a storybook. As youngsters, the anticipation of the arrival of the mighty hunters was often too much to handle.
Well, is he from Transformers? Look, it's like a battering ram. Deer little bit.
If the walls of any given deer camp could talk, they'd tell us they've heard the same stories countless times. With each telling, they've seen the same look of excitement on the same faces. And although the faces change, their laughter remains. The importance of deer season to so many people is measured in memories, not loaded buck pulls. But for some, a buck pull is the reason for celebration in countless towns and communities each fall. For almost 80 years, this barn has seen a deer season and heard the stories. It's where it all begins and where it all ends. And for families across the country, each have their own special place where their deer season begins and ends. But most importantly, it's in that special place where time stands still and memories are made that last a lifetime. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Shoot United. If the walls of an old stand could talk, the stories they would tell, opening days that have come and gone, the hands that built them. To work for the hunt of today is to hold on to the hope of tomorrow. Within eyeshot of these relics sits whitetail expert Paul Sawyer. He's positioned amongst a sea of corn stubble, tucked into the corner of a 5-acre plot that is already brimming with whitetails.
Hold on a second, there's a buck right there. He's a good one. That's a shooter. That's a shooter right there. I just don't know which one he is yet. You see the tree that lays over right there? He's right down in the corner. You know where 10 snips came up the ditch? He's right in that corner right there. Oh my God. No question he's a shooter. Just don't know which buck he is. He's like a 6x3. We'll shoot this deer. He either came in the corner or he bedded down. One of the two. He must have chased that buck off. He's right back in that corner. He must have that. There's a ditch behind that corn that runs right there. He must have her pinned down. We're gonna get aggressive with him. There's another buck up on the hill. There he goes. He just went up in that ditch behind that maple tree. What's he doing?
I got him. He's coming out of the southeast ditch.
No, he's in the northeast. What do you mean? Are you sure he's coming?
Yes, here he comes.
There he is. Yeah. He's gonna come Watch him. Did he go that way?
Yep.
He was chasing, I had to stop him. But I just put the deer season wallop on him. Just smoked him. He's gonna be laying right up in that draw right there. Good job, brother.
A precautionary measure, Paul's decided to wait and begin his track under the light of a new day.
How long will it take before it's gone? Son, he said there's never right or wrong. Just somewhere in the middle where you are. I collect myself and go until I'm far. Until the light goes out, light goes out.
This morning begins on the hopeful end of a big blood trail, working toward what every hunter wishes to find on the other side.
He's laying right there. I can see his main beam right there. I was standing last night. I stood right there. I scanned with my flashlight, but I couldn't have seen him because man, how he got through that tangle, I have no idea. He didn't go 50 yards. There he is.
This segment of Winchester Life has been brought to you by Folds of Honor, providing life-changing scholarships to families of fallen or disabled military and first responders. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Walkers.
Copper Impact. This is my favorite bullet by Winchester. It's just, I've had experience with it since it first came out, and I gotta say, it's amazing. Let's talk Copper Impact too.
You know, Copper Impact is tough, it's accurate, it's good for long range, big game, as well as whitetail. I mean, it's really an all-around bullet. And you know, that copper is really going to retain a ton of weight. I think that's where copper bullets really shine compared to, say, your standard lead bullets.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a little bit there, but in this case, I mean, almost 100% is what you're keeping, which is incredible, right?
Yeah, even when you bond leaded bullets, they're gonna shed some weight as it's passing through different things, particularly you hit bone, some of that lead's gonna fragment off, some of it's gonna wash off. These copper bullets are holding on to almost 100%, so you're getting tons of penetration, it's super accurate, it's just a great product all around.
Well, one of the things I'm excited about with Copper Impact is the expansion of the line a little bit. I mean, especially when we're talking about big game, we're talking about introducing the 6.8 Western and some other calibers, right?
Yeah, so you know, we started this in the deer season Copper Impact line, and we quickly realized that this is more than just for deer. I mean, this is a big game bullet, and we also expanded it beyond, say, like your traditional 30 cal 150 grain where we started in the deer season lineup. We actually introduced some 180 grain, so 180 grain in the 30-06, 300 WSM, and we're continuing to grow that sub-brand. So we're introducing 7mm Rem Mag. We're going to continue to look at all those popular cartridges, calibers that we don't have today. We're going to have it in Copper Impact in the future.
So not just different bullet weights, but also different calibers are going to be coming out in Copper Impact. And like you said, it was in deer season in the beginning, but this packaging, I got to say, it looks different. It looks incredible. It makes me want to buy it right off the shelf. Copper Impact is, without a doubt, my favorite ammunition, especially when it comes to big game.
For so many passionate Americans, time itself is measured by the coming and going of each new hunting season. What's held in the same esteem as the season of today is the hope and thrill of looking forward to the next. We wait patiently to hear the same old stories. We crave the simplicity of life at camp and the camaraderie we share with those we know will meet us there year after year. These moments are more than tradition. They define us, who we are, what we can learn from each other, what we can share. These moments live within us all. Those who have built these treasured traditions are forever connected, linked to one another by respect for their fellow hunter and their commitment to the land we share. For 150 years, millions of these kindred spirits have been bound by a single name, Winchester. Legends aren't created overnight. It takes character, sweat, and purpose. Much like the courage of a young boy who's just moments away from pulling the trigger on the first deer he's ever had in his crosshairs. Like the little girl who isn't so sure about skinning her first rabbit, and the dad who thought of Grandpa with a smile when he showed her the way. For the thousands who have held tight to their first Winchester rifle, knowing that their eyes have just been opened to an exciting world of endless possibilities. Winchester is more than a cartridge, more than a rifle, more than a buck pole, more than a packed blind, more than a tight group, more than a perfect morning in the woods. It's a way of life, a life that has the stories to back it and a bright future ahead, a life to be proud of. It's the Winchester life.